So fun fact, we give $100 from every closing to an amazing local organization. And today we have Marie from the Michigan Animal Adoption and Animal Care Network. And another fun fact is we actually changed the slogan of our company to "We don't just find homes for humans," right? And so that's part of our really our purpose, our commitment, our purpose. Yeah. And so, again, from every closing, we give out $100. So we just wanted to talk a little bit more about Michigan Animal Adoption Network and Animal Care Network, and how you got started and what your role is.
So this year is actually our 30th year that we are celebrating doing animal welfare.
Congratulations.
That's
awesome.
Thank you. We are that's human years, not dog years.
Yeah.
Okay. Many years ago, I happened to hear just a public service announcement on a radio station that there was a small shelter in the Pontiac area looking for volunteers. I love animals. I'm going to see what I can do to help.
Amazing.
From that first day of volunteering, and this was way before the internet and websites, etc. And I will never forget, on my first day, I was put in a room with about 50 cats, and remember being very emotional because they were beautiful, gorgeous animals. They were just stuck in cages and they had nowhere to go, and no one really knew that they were here.
Yeah.
So I volunteered for about 4 years, and then ultimately we sensed, many of us volunteers sensed a need of animals that lived their entire lives chained up. In backyards. There were packs of dogs everywhere. And as many of us from the suburbs were driving into the city of Pontiac, we all experienced the same situation.
Yeah.
And we thought, we can do something about this. Let's work on doing something about this. Ultimately, we started the Michigan Animal Adoption Network and then formed a branch of our company called the Animal Care Network. We are a group of volunteers. We do street work and street team work. And we are out about 5 days a week. We have teams out during the week. Bigger teams are out on the weekend. We're fortunate that you gracious folks have joined us a few times. And thank you so much, and seeing the impact that we have made in the community. Our goal is that we provide food, shelter, sterilization services, veterinary care to the citizens in the city of Pontiac.
Yeah, the most needy. Yeah.
The most needy.
Yeah.
About 75% of the clientele, we're visiting about a little over 300 animals a month, or 300 addresses, a month. Our goal is to keep these animals in their homes. 75% are elderly that live on fixed incomes. And they struggle, especially the last week of the month when their check hasn't come in, and they're struggling to feed their animals as well as themselves. Our goal is to feed those animals on a consistent basis so that they stay in their homes, as many of them, if they were to have been surrendered, would potentially be deemed unadoptable. And many of them are providing, in some small way, protection, for the owner.
And companionship.
And companionship as well. Yeah. So it is kind of our passion. We feel that we're very good at it, and we survive on donations and a few grants here and there on sterilization. We added wellness care a few years back. We were fortunate to, our wellness care program was started. I wrote just a heartfelt letter to the Doris Day Foundation. And they're in California. It's started by Doris Day, and there's no application. You just write them a letter. They decide whether or not they're even going to entertain your mission. Yeah. And I wrote a letter, and they called.
Wow.
And we were fortunate enough to be that needle in the haystack.
Wow, that's
And we were chosen. They gave us our first $5,000 to start our wellness care program, which has continued ever since.
Wow.
And what is the wellness program?
So we have grants that offer, cover sterilization, okay, spaying and neutering, okay, The challenge is when we would go on site and let's say we would have an animal with an ear infection or a skin infection or an eye condition or whatever that may be, we didn't have the funds to bring those animals into the vet. That $5,000 got us started.
Yeah.
We offer each owner a $300 stipend so that would cover an exam, whether it's x-rays or antibiotic or blood work or whatever that may be, and so that this animal can get some relief. Otherwise, they struggle, and in many cases, they're kind of chewing on their skin, they're eating themselves alive. The owner doesn't have the money to barely provide the food, let alone the veterinary care.
Yeah, that's amazing. What amazing. You guys are amazing for sure. That's why we love you so much.
Thank you. And we love the fact that you folks have partnered with us. It's been a few years now, and we know that you know what we do and understand that the impact that we have in the community.
Okay, so Marie, what is happening now with the animal welfare, and what is your need that you're most needing now?
So what has happened now, and to back up a little bit, the entire animal welfare community throughout the world has been severely impacted because of COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. We
And
struggle to
inflation
get,
probably,
that is as well.
Mhm.
We struggle to get veterinary appointments.
Yeah.
We struggle to get volunteers. Our food increases have been dramatic, just dramatic on purchasing. The same product that we were purchasing years ago is now 1.5 times, sometimes 2 and 3 times. But we need to maintain the same food that we buy for the animals for digestive reasons.
Yeah.
And everyone is still struggling. According to the veterinary community, they expect the impact to last about 15 years.
Oh, wow. So it's really a need for volunteers and donations.
Yeah. You know, as long as we can buy the food and get them appointments, we need to be able to have the funds in order to get that done.
Yeah.
And now, to even for those folks that that are in need of surrendering, they will reach out anywhere between 10 and 30 rescue organizations or shelters, and we'll be told no, the animals will not be accepted.
Yeah, because they're just full.
There's nowhere for them to go. It was different when COVID first started. I was on the shelter side at that time.
Yeah.
We'd have 2 dogs on the whole floor.
Yeah.
I mean, you could hear a pin drop in the shelter.
Yeah.
Because everybody was home.
Yeah.
And they were working from home, and they adopted all these animals. And then slowly, as people started to get back to work, that whole dynamics changed.
Yeah.
And now, honestly, I think even sometimes the purebred animals, the little York, here's a purebred Yorkie, yeah, we don't want it, can't find a home for it. Never in, I'm doing this almost 40 years now, and never has any of us seen anything like this.
Yeah. Wow. Well, don't buy, definitely rescue.
Correct.
For sure.
We greatly appreciate it.
Yep. So let me ask you, how far does $100 usually go within your organization? Like, how many animals does that actually service?
So what we do is when we see our need, so if it's food, we purchase food. We do not do a high-end food. Sometimes a lot of people will want to donate the high-end foods. A, the animals don't like it. B, the owners could never afford it. We can't either.
Yeah.
And we just maintain a medium level of food, so that we look to be the supplemental food, not the primary source of food.
Right.
And whether it buys 2 bags of dog food, 3 bags of dog food, 2 bags of dog food, 2 bags of cat food, whether it offers, contributes to our sterilization program, you know, we are very strict with our owners. We only provide goods and services to those folks who want to have their animals sterilized.
Yeah.
We quickly realized 30 plus years ago that we need to make certain that the animals, that we're not contributing to the overpopulation, especially in certain areas of our community where pit bull and pit bull mixes are the breed of choice.
Yeah.
It's not the breed for everyone.
Yeah.
So we, unless you're willing to do it and we'll pay for it, we will not service you as an owner. We are not willing to contribute to that overpopulation.
Yeah. Yeah. It's rough. It's real rough.
And when I've been out with you guys, it's not just about the food too. We usually find other animals to rescue just while we're out there. I remember recently we ran into a whole litter of
Kittens.
just very, very, very little kittens.
Yeah.
And we're able to save them and just do a lot of good, even just in the community, even outside of the donation. So it's been an honor, honestly, to
Sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's been an honor for
And they
us
see
to
the
have you
truck coming,
folks.
they see the Michigan Animal
Yeah.
Adoption,
Yeah.
and those dogs' tails are wagging because they
Yeah.
know they're going to be loved
Yeah.
for at least 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Get dog bones and treats and just scratches and belly rubs and
We never know. One of the reasons why I love doing it, it's an adventure every time we go.
Right.
And we have our list of addresses that we focus on.
Right.
However, as you know, as you're driving from address to address, we'll find strays. 2 months ago when my team was out and it was quite cold out, it was the last address of the day. And as we were approaching, there was a kitten that was approaching us, and we noticed it didn't seem to be walking correctly. And we quickly realized that animal was injured severely and was walking on the back 2 legs, which were bone.
Yeah.
Just bone.
No feet.
No feet,
Yeah.
just bone.
Saw
And
that.
we were like shocked that this animal was not in a huge amount of pain or not bleeding out, or I kind of have a little trick that I do to try to secure. My team knows what I need and what to do, and we were able to secure the animal within a few minutes. We brought it in right away. Thankfully, the animal did survive. However, one of the legs did have to be amputated.
Yeah.
The other was able to be saved, and thankfully it found an amazing home.
See there? Look at that.
So one is one for us.
Yes,
That
it was a
it makes
win.
all the difference in the world, and it's a good day.
It was a good win for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So we know that's really the value, is keeping them in the home. Adoption's one thing,
yeah.
but keeping them in the home, especially with a lot of these elderly people, is really the key there.
And many of these animals, if they were to come into a shelter situation, pretty quickly would be deemed unadoptable. We service a lot of pit bulls in the backyard, chihuahuas in the house. These chihuahuas that want to rip your face off.
Right. Yeah.
They're far more aggressive than the pit bulls.
Yes.
And kind of want to take your face off and like, wait, we're the good guys.
Yeah.
We're here to bring food and treats, and they're not happy when you try to do a nail trim. I'll tell you that much. Okay. But these animals give a reason for these elderly folks to get up every day.
Yeah.
To get up and to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Take them on a little walk. They have a friend, and that animal may be the only friend that they have.
That's true.
So we're there to help, and the owners love us. We get a lot of hugs, and a lot of thank yous, and we are very proud of the work we do. Our work is unique, and we've probably really been doing it longer than any other organization in the metro area.
Yeah, and the last thing I want to mention is, and why I initially loved the organization so much, is there's no waste. Everything donated goes right to the animals.
Correct.
It all runs off of volunteers.
Yeah.
Everybody's volunteering their time. There's no big corporate boardroom that's making decisions. It's money goes, every dollar goes right to the streets and actually helping.
Correct.
That's
It's
right.
either a good decision for the animals or the organization, or it isn't. I can make a phone call. We've got an animal in need. This is what we need. I get approval, and we go.
Yeah.
And we go. And you folks know us well enough and know me well enough. I mean, I can rehome a morsel. Nothing goes to waste. As a matter of fact, after this, I'm going to pick up a bunch of supplies that someone who's a longtime supporter is donating. And whether if we as an organization can't use it, I know hundreds of groups, and I will rehome it to somebody who can actually use it.
Yeah. That's beautiful. It's just great.
It sure is. So now let's talk about some of the ways that people can help.
Okay.
Right? So the first way is, of course, if you buy a home from us, $100 from every closing helps the organization.
Yes.
But on top of that,
Yes.
they can donate they can donate, and we'll include a link either above or below the video. Somewhere in here, find the link you can donate. We'll also include the link to where they can come and volunteer. So if somebody wanted to volunteer with you guys, kind of how should they reach out?
All they need to do is go to our website. It's www.michigananimaladoptionnetwork.org. All they have to do is just fill out that they're interested in volunteering. I do want to make folks aware that when you do outreach work and street team work, it is not easy.
No, it's not easy.
And it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm very open about that because you never know what you're going to see.
Yeah.
And I've had volunteers, this was many years ago. I had a federal U.S. prosecutor who volunteered with us.
Wow.
And the day she went out, we had a beagle with an embedded harness.
Oh my God.
And that was her last day. She said, I can send people to prison, no problems. I can't do this.
Yeah.
She couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And I've been doing it long enough where I've seen mostly everything. For me, it's interesting that a switch just flips. I'm on. Okay.
Yeah.
That kitten that was walking bone on bone.
Needs me. Yep.
Okay. I have to do everything in my power not to lose this kitten, to secure this kitten and make a difference in this animal's life.
That's right. Yep.
And, you know, driving home, we had a smile on our faces. If we did nothing else that day, that kitten did not get maggots or, you know, worse even, and struggle a horrible death.
Of course.
That one is one.
Yeah.
And we're good with that.
Instead, they're in a beautiful home.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Somebody who loves those.
Yes.
Yep.
So the last way, and this is why we're here, the last way they can support is coming to the No Balls Comedy Ball.
Yes. Yes. This is a first time event.
Yep. We're looking forward to it.
Thank
We
you.
are.
So tell us a little bit more about it.
So thank you folks for sponsoring as well.
Of course.
So to kind of mix it up a little bit and to support our sterilization and wellness programs, we've partnered with another rescue organization that we absolutely love called Canine Companions Rescue Center. They're out in northern Oakland County. And to support our two programs, we are, it's called the No Balls Comedy Ball. It's out at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle in Royal Oak.
Yeah.
It's on Sunday, September 29th from 12:30 to 5. We have a lovely dinner. We're going to have adoptable animals. We've got awesome
Really
silent and live auction items,
Yep.
and the comedy show.
Right.
So our host is Jay Towers. Many of us know Jay and love Jay. He's the host of Fox 2 News and the morning show at WNIC. And he offered volunteering his time. He's going to host the event, and we couldn't be more excited. The goal would be to raise $20,000 for each organization so that they can, and many of the animals that we rescue, we will transfer to them. They take it from there.
Nice.
And then they offer the veterinary care, and they do the fostering, and then they will do the adoption. So our teams together are working great. You know, we really enjoy each other, and we appreciate each other's work in the community, and we couldn't be more excited.
So one on the street and one taking care of them, finding them homes.
There you go.
That's an amazing team.
It's an amazing blend of groups. There are volunteers as well. And, you know, we have our full-time jobs, we have our own animals, many have children, our homes, but this is a passion for us that it's just now ingrained in who we are and kind of almost at this point in our DNA.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
We look to make a difference for whoever comes our way, both 2 and 4 legs.
Just amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, thanks for coming today.
Thank
we
you
really
for having
appreciate it. And for you guys at home, make sure share this on your Facebook. Help us get the word out about this amazing event. Click the links above. Donate if you're open to volunteering. If you think you got the thick skin for it, reach out. Go onto the website and apply there. And hopefully, we'll see you at the Comedy Club. The tickets are how much?
$125.
$125 for ticket. Includes the dinner.
Correct.
Includes a great show, and you're supporting an amazing organization.
Thank you.
So
Great date night.
Yep, so click the links above. And as always, if you guys are looking to buy, that's another great way you can help. Give us a call. We'd love to help you buy or sell your home. And until next time, hopefully we'll see you at the event. Until next time, bye.
Thanks for stopping by.